Hi, I'm Danielle with Ribbon Storage and welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to be making one of the cards from my Lucky Green card kit. Let's get started. I'm making a card front for this card by using this Nina brand. This is a gray fiber cardstock, and I'm just centering it over this American Craft pea green color core paper. Now you're not even going to see this card front for the most part. You can see from the sample that we've got, but it gives you that extra sturdiness that you'll need to wrap this ribbon around. So if you're using some of the ribbon that you have at home, I'm going to show you this little cheat to make one of your more narrow ribbons look like a really wide. I mean, the 4-inch ribbon is really popular and very common now, but guess what? By layering your ribbons, you'll be able to use 2 more narrow pieces that'll look the same as one big wide piece. Just choose your favorite ribbon. We're just going to lay those together so that they cover. I want them to cover up that gray that we've got. If you want it to show through, that's totally up to you. Now you'll see that we've got this in the middle, but guess what? We're going to use this green and silver chevron to cover that up, and you won't even know that I've got 2 different pieces of ribbon on there. It'll just look like one big piece. So throw this double-sided tape on the back of that chevron and just lay that down. Make sure you've got enough on both sides to wrap around. Next, we're going to add the Twinkle. And they call this Twinkle because it has that iridescent sequin sewn right onto the top. Now, it may not stick very well to this faux fur because, let's be honest, this is a really plush, deep piled faux fur, but it will keep it in a place enough for you to wrap it around. And this Twinkle is wired, but I noticed with some of the cards, you don't need that wire. You can just pull that right out if you want. Some of the cards you like that. You'll be glad you have that because it just helps you weave and helps you keep it in place. But this one, you don't really need that. And then I'm going to lay that right over top of that as well. Next, we're ready to bend it around the card front. So I'm just going to add some tape all the way around my edges. And I'm going to bend, normally I bend it the other way, but with this faux fur, because it's so thick, again, such a great ribbon, I'm going to fold it around. And I'm going to kind of use the ribbons that we have overlapping to help keep that faux fur in place. And the seaming on the edge has this really great thick seam. Just use that to your advantage. Start your tape there and use that to pull and keep that faux fur in place. And again, we'll do that same thing with this one. I'm going to start with that seam on the edge. Any little tricks you can to keeping this in place. Just don't be afraid to use tape. Tape, tape, tape. More is more with this one. It helps keep the ribbon in place and it helps stick the card to the card front. Those are all good things. Or to the card base. And that one's really close to the edge there. There we go. Like I said, more is more. We're just going to add more tape on. And we're ready. Flip that over. We're going to tack that to the card front or the card base. And look at that, it looks like you've got an entire card made out of faux fur. How fun is that? I just think that is so luxurious. I love that. The feel of it, it is so soft. I mean, how fun is that? It's like poking out the sides. That's how long that fur is. Anyway, that's all there is to it. And look at the depth and layers that that card has. It's so beautiful. I'm sure there's someone in your life that would enjoy this faux fur touch as much as you do. So make sure now that you're finished with it, put a note in it and send it. Don't save it, send it.